You said,
Oh yeah. So if your ideal man wanted to retire you today, would you accept it?
and to think about giving that up for the rest of my life for some guy because he's paying my bills or making sure we're good at home.
Men are like ladders, so we use them to climb.
Young living every day, giving it to you and cutting straight. YLE said it. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Now today's video, y'all, is about two different podcasts with women speaking from different ones. One of them is a podcast out in Nigeria, I believe, and then the other one is No Fugazi. Shout out to that guy of No Fugazi. But pretty much these women speaking on how their careers come first and men are useless without money. Man, let's find out exactly how the whole conversation unfolded. Let's dive into it.
Okay, here's a question, ladies. So if your ideal man is able to retire you today, would you accept? And no, you can't start your dream business, just live comfortably, have a family, and care for your husband and your children.
Like, I want to say yes. I want to say yes so bad. But I have so many goals and dreams in my life that I can't. Oh! I would have to still have the business.
Okay, so you have to still have a business. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like, I want to say, like, I'm
you
like,
want to say
I want to say yes.
But you want to have a business. Do you have a business now?
I do.
Oh, okay. So you want to maintain your business
and grow it.
Okay.
I want to do international work.
All right, cool. And ladies, when she was speaking, if y'all having side combos, the mic picked that up. Please be respectful to the guests. And what about you, Jay?
You said.
Oh yeah. So if your ideal man wanted to retire you today, would you accept it?
And I can't.
You can't
work on my passion. I can't do nothing like that.
He wants you to focus. You can't do anything else. He wants you to focus on being a nurturing mother and a good wife to him.
It's a yes or no, because I also am a human being and I have a passion and I love what I do. And to think about giving that up for the rest of my life for some guy because he's paying my bills or making sure we're good at home, I can't
Let
fully
me ask
answer
you
that
another
right now.
question, right?
You are incredibly selfish.
Now the first girl said what? The first girl said, I would like to, but I can't. Translation, this sounds good, but I've been exposed to making my own money. And I just can't give up that power. And this is what happened to a lot of these women when they go out and make their own money, be independent. A lot of times they get exposed to power. It's a power struggle. I'm not willing to give this power up to another man. It feels too good. I'm making my own money. I can do what I want to do. And they have this mindset because they always believe it's going to be a man there to save them. And what did the other girl say? The other girl says, I'm not willing to give my stuff up just for some man that can take care of me. That's the time we're living in now. And a lot of girls who make their own money, not all, but a lot of women think this way. For some men, in her mind, you are just a man who can pay her bills. Damn! Just for some man who got money to take care of me. That's how much they prioritize what they want. You was just another number. You was just another person that's helping them out with their bills, who can periodically, momentarily give them an itch and a scratch while they stay on a mission to get their cash. That's how they view a lot of guys. You're just something for someone, not her husband, not a man that love her, not somebody who she respected and admired, just someone who can pay her bills. Hope y'all paying attention. But let's continue.
So if a package was delivered to your house, right, and it was a briefcase, it says that you could, if you accept this briefcase, it has $100 million in this briefcase. If you accept this money with this briefcase, you're retired. You don't have to work anymore. You don't have to create any businesses. You live a lavish life. Give up all the things that you're doing and take this 100 million, right? Would you accept that 100 million, or would you be like, forget that 100 million because I want to braid hair?
No, that's 100 million. 100 mil is 100
Hey,
mil.
chat. Hey, look, we just exposed her. Look.
No, it's not
That
exposing
is
nothing. You
exposed
didn't
you.
say the guy came with 100
No,
million.
listen,
You said
that-
you're living
okay,
comfortably
cool,
being a
cool.
housewife, and
That is
that's
exposing
that.
it. It exposed you clear right then and there. That
You did
means that
not.
you're looking at the man in a very disdain way. You would accept a
No.
random briefcase that doesn't have a soul. You just said that you would accept a random briefcase
I could do what I
listen,
want.
let
I
me
could-
finish.
I
Let me
could-
finish. Let me finish. You just said that you would accept a random. You just explained that you would accept a random briefcase that doesn't have a soul or a consciousness, right? But you would decline that same opportunity where that a man that's gonna give you, that loves you, cares about you, that has a soul, that has a
You did
consciousness,
not
and you
say
don't
all
have
of
to
that.
work.
You did not say all of that.
That
You
is-
just said that a man would make you live comfortably. You didn't say
No. Listen.
being a housewife.
See, hey, see that right there? Money means that much to her. Now, that's the exception to the rule in her mind. If you can offer me more than what I'm willing to get, more than I can get on the mission, then I'll accept it. Because at first it was like, no, I'm not willing to put the career on hold for the money, for just some man. Now it's, now that it's a whole bunch of money, that she'll take the deal. Now you're willing to put the career aside, stay home with the kids. This is how they look at things. It is all about what they want. And I'm not saying all. You have to pay very close attention to these women. They got an agenda, whether good or bad. All women want to be taken care of, bro. It's just all about the way they go about it. Even though, like he said, all the morals, values, and standards went out the window. There wasn't no morals. There wasn't no value. Just the fact that he can take care of her and give her more than what she was willing to give herself. And what did she say? I'm going to do what I want. I don't know if he was paying attention enough to catch that. What does doing what you want mean? You going to go out and cheat behind his back? He going to take care of you and you going to go behind his back and cheat? Just saying. Got to understand this, y'all. Some women think that way. They are so headstrong on their mission. You are just momentarily good deed to make them bust and scratch their itch. That Pink Panther, stroke it till they bust and faint. That's it. But when they faint, they back to work now. But you have to be aware. That's why I say initial attraction and genuine desire, because if you don't get that, they will be a girl that prioritize their dreams and goals before you, or they'll use you as a ladder to climb. Let's continue.
No. Listen.
That's what you
No,
said.
wrong. That isn't.
That is what you said. So elaborate more, like, go into more
I'll
detail.
read the
then,
question
just like
again.
you did with the briefcase.
No. I'll read the question again.
Okay.
If your ideal man was able to retire you today, you don't have to worry about working at all. Life is paid for. Life is good. Would you accept? You said you wouldn't accept because you said it's 50-50.
No, I said it's hard because I love what I do. That makes
Stop
me
being
happy.
But listen to what I'm saying. Listen to understand. I listen to respond. What I'm
Okay.
saying, why I said that you exposed your own mindset is because of this. You just said that you wouldn't accept a man that can retire you, meaning that he has a lot of money
I
to
said it would be a
retire
hard
you
choice.
and you don't have to work. Just the fact that you said that it'd be a hard choice, meaning that you're contemplating on it. But you didn't contemplate on the fact that if a random briefcase without a soul that doesn't love you came with $100 million, but the caveat is you can't work anymore, meaning that you can't follow your passions. You said you didn't have to contemplate. You said, yes, I would accept that. That's $100 million. But you wouldn't accept a man that will retire you. So what I'm saying is that your mental mind frame is all messed up, meaning that you don't look at men as anything.
Goddamn right.
That's a fact. I just said that. She cares more about what she wants. It's not even about the respect of a man that love her, protect her, provide for her. She don't respect men in general. And a lot of times it could come from her being played by different dudes. This is why I don't want to go down a deep rabbit hole why men don't like women who got a whole bunch of body counts, who've been splashed on by multiple different Pookies and Ray Rays and Chaz. Because after a while they become bitter. That natural essence, that beauty, that femininity, that love, that care, nurturing nature, it just diminishes. It disappears. Now she been hurt so badly by these guys that she prioritized. Now any other dude that she meet, she willing to make him pay for what the other dudes did for her, on in pursuit of her chasing her money. This is how some girls get. This is Western society. You heard what the first girl said. I would want to, but I gotta pursue this money. See, that Western society has mind warped these women so much that they're willing to prioritize that you're just another number. Think about that, y'all. Let's continue.
It's maybe it's more that it's hard to trust. I think that plays a role.
Okay.
That plays a role.
Now
We can get into that's a whole
something.
different conversation. Like, it's hard to put your trust into people in general. Let's take gender out of it.
Okay.
It's hard for me to trust people. So
Got
for you
it.
to sit there and say, oh, because somebody is going to do this for you, doesn't mean it's gonna be not gonna be
But
held
it's a
throughout
guarantee.
that time. With things getting thrown in your face, with things like getting taken from you, with things just in total, it's hard to trust people.
So guess what, right?
Emotional damage.
But before he said what he said, see what she said, things get thrown in your face, etc., right? These are all men that she dated. And if y'all seen the whole podcast, she's a young girl with 2 kids. This is the thing though, men that she dated, you shared your womb with somebody else, and now another dude's supposed to come along, play stepdaddy to your kids, and then pay for something that other men did to you. Absolutely not. This is why I say, man, vet thoroughly. Make sure you're not getting a girl for the streets. It ain't just about a body count. It's the behavior patterns that come with a body count. Because a lot of time when they get hurt and damaged, they act, behave, and they think like this. Let's continue.
Baby girl, that trust, the reason why you don't have the ability, you wouldn't accept the briefcase. And like I said, it's because that you're not looking at men righteously. You're looking at men as things that a person that you can't trust, a human being that you can't trust. So that comes with trauma, meaning that maybe you experienced men that you couldn't trust, men that was distrustful, men that was unloyal to you. You know what I mean? So you've experienced these things in a man, and it molded your mindset to now. So that's why you choosing the briefcase instead of choosing a valuable man.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I 1000% agree with that. That is a fact. It molded your mind to be that way. And this is the thing though, like I said, they choose the guys because women are the gatekeepers to any sexual encounters. You choose the man, so you overlook 80 to 90% of men that you deem to be unattractive, and then you hyper focus on the 10 to 20% of men that treat you bad, splash on you, cause all this mental and emotional damage, and then you try to hold the 80 to 90% of men accountable for something that the 10 to 20% of men did to you, when the 80 to 90% of men would have never done that to you. But that's the world we live in, y'all. Let's continue.
So that's not on the man. That's on you. That means that the traumas that you went through in your past, you have to overcome those traumas. So when you do meet a man that can retire you, you trust that man.
Facts.
Because a briefcase, baby girl, ain't never gonna come. But a man that can retire you, that could come. That's a possibility.
Yes, but a briefcase can come from me, from myself. But I see what you're saying. I 100% see what you're saying, because
you are incredibly selfish.
You heard what she said? Yeah. He telling her about probabilities and possibilities. What she say? Yeah, but a briefcase can come for myself. See how they're indoctrinated to be about self? Don't you ever in your fucking life be willing to die for a woman, protect, provide for a female that's indoctrinated. It's naturally in her to think for herself based upon the environment she grew up in and based upon the bad experience she had with men. Don't you ever invest all your resources, energy, attention, and time into no woman. Don't you ever prioritize a female that's indoctrinated to be about herself. You'll never be good enough if they're all about self. And most of them are selfish. Not all. Most women in America is selfish because we got society that encourage them to be selfish. But let's continue.
because of past traumas. Like I said, it's not about a man, it's about not being able to trust people in general. So I can understand what you say. I see your viewpoint, but I also have mine as well.
I understand your viewpoint, but at the same time, I'm putting me first. It's about what I want. I don't care. I've been hurt so many times. At this point, I don't care. It's all about me. Don't ever be involved. Don't fall for it. But let's move on to the next clip.
Now, do you think women attach too much emphasis to material things? Do you think they've lost sight of their own potential values as individuals and focus more on what they think they can get out of men?
I don't think so, because we are built that way. Even in the Bible, when God created Eve, everything was already beautiful. We came into a very beautiful garden just to enjoy. So I don't think so. Women are built out of beautiful stuff. What would a man be doing with his life if not making a woman happy, giving her money? That's what they are created
No,
for.
you say giving her money. Can't a woman have
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
That's wrong. Talking about we were built to just be in the garden. No, that is not what the biblical text talk about. You are to be a helpmate. Man, God first, man, woman, children. You ain't built to just come around and enjoy the fruits of the labor. You're built to be a helpmate. I'm telling you, y'all, I gotta watch out. A lot of these girls think like this. Let's continue.
herself earn her own money?
Men are like ladders, so we use them to climb.
See how they think? She think that's funny? She think, and a lot of women think this way. Think this is in Nigeria. This is happening right here in Nigeria. A lot of women think this way. Shout out to King Richards over there in London, because I found this clip from off his channel. A lot of women think this way. Men are like ladders. We use them to climb. Goes back to the other video when the girl said, "I'm not gonna turn down my dreams and what I want just for someone who can provide money for me." You're just a ladder for some of them to climb. You have to be very careful, because a lot of girls think this way, not all. Now, it's crazy how they laugh and think this funny. No flack or nothing like that. What if I went on Twitter, what they call X now? I went on TikTok and Facebook Live and say, you know what? Women like guns. We use them to bust. Oh! I would get so much flack, cancel. I go viral and then they would cancel me. They'd take my TikTok away. Facebook could get banned. But they can go on these platforms, say this with no problem. See, it's funny. Men are like ladders. We use them to climb. All right, I go on the platform. Women like guns. We use them to bust. Damn. It'd be a problem. Be very careful, y'all. Pay very close attention to who you're dealing with. Keep your eyes open. Let's continue.
Yes, that's what it is.
You use them to climb.
We use them to climb. Yeah, I used to tell women that a man's money is your plan A, your money is your plan B. That plan B is when the man decides to start to mess up, you fall back to what you have, what you've gotten from him, what you've planted. You get the seed from him, you plant it, it germinates.
How many women plant seeds?
That's the problem.
Because that's an issue.
Not every woman have the IQ to plant. You can't force them. I used to say in Igbo language, we have Oliako, we have Odoziako. It simply means there are women that are coming to chop money, and there are women that are coming to also invest money, depending on the one you want.
Hear what she said? You got to be careful, because women who are prioritize what they want first, they got an agenda. It's about what they want. And sometimes they will use you to climb, because you got some dudes out here who probably watched my channel, who then supported a woman while she was in school, start making, and when she got that career, start making more money than him. What she do? She started shitting on him, talking to him crazy, disrespecting him, cheating on him, or she left him. They will use you like a ladder to climb if you let them. But like she said, plan A and plan B, where you know that my money is my money, your money is my money. That's not a thing that I'm with. I'm not with that. I'm not gonna give you the ability to have a plan A and a plan B. You're not gonna be able to execute that. But like she said, most women don't have the IQ for it. But that's what it is. She wanna have a plan B and a plan A, just in case you can't provide no more. You can't do it. She can run off on you, have her own money, and be secure. That's what they like. They want to have security just in case you can't do it. At the end of the day, it's not even about just you providing. It's about what they want. They want to be the face. They want to have this power. They want to have power. without the responsibility. Soon as your ship sink, guess what? Oh, well, it was nice. Good look. Thanks for the resources. Now she out of there. Take her money and go find another dude. That's what she's speaking about. Or like she said, you can find a woman who will use her resources to help you with. It's different kind of females. You got to make sure you're not just another somebody that she using to get to where she's trying to go. Just going to give her a temporary scratch. When I mean that, scratching the cat. But let's continue.
Yeah, but this chop money matter, like we were saying. The truth of the matter is, I've heard of instances where
Hold up. Another thing she said, chop money. That must be like a Nigerian term. So I'm wondering, does that mean like chop money, like take money from a guy, finesse him out of some money, or use him for money? Is that anybody that's Nigerian? Comment on my page about what chop money means. I'll go look it up myself too. But is that what it means? Because it sounds like the way she's using it in the sentence, that's about like finessing the guy out of money or something like that. But let's continue.
nowadays, I can't say nowadays, but in those days, in more my days and the days of my mothers, and even some women today, they started with their spouses where they had nothing. Some women even worked to spend money to pay school fees for their spouses at that time. And then these people are now billionaires today. They started from scratch. I know I sound like a broken record or I sound outdated, but the truth of the matter is, are you saying that it's discouraging? Would you encourage young girls who are with partners who really don't have much to support their partners financially?
You can support if you have, but I think it's a very big risk. I would say anything you want to give a man, give it to yourself.
Yeah, but it's to help the man grow. Maybe
Grow yourself. Let the man grow himself.
Now, see how they are encouraging women to be about self? One thing I do agree with her is, as a guy, say you should definitely try to grow as much as you can as an individual man. It's all about what they want. Some of them, not all of them. See how they encourage women to be about self. Any biblical text that tell you women are a helpmate. Never mind a biblical text and what it tell you to be your purpose being on earth as a woman. Never mind that. Be about self. Only have an agenda out to just get money for you. This is what they're encouraging women. That podcast, if that's a podcast, is in Nigeria. Encouraging women to be about self. I would be a single man before I sit back, give my resources, energy, attention, and time to a woman that's about self. That's not gonna happen in this world. Not with me. Cause hey, listen, I'll tell you like this. Say every girl was moving like that, I just won't be in a relationship. Hey, I just, like she said, man is just used for ladders, you'll be a gun. I just use you to bust. If every woman is all about self, it's all about what you want, then you'll just be a gun for me. I just use you to bust while I go out and make them bucks. That's it. I get mines off, move on out my way, and I keep on getting to the money and living my life. That's it. Hey, you had a good time, I had a good time. Goodbye. You will not be living with me. You will not be sleeping with me. You will not be protected and provided for, and it's all about you. Don't y'all ever allow no woman in this world to do that to you, ever. All the responsibility that we have as men, don't be willing to put your neck on the line for a woman who ain't your helpmate, for a woman who got a hidden agenda. It's crazy the world we live in, y'all. This ain't just America. This in Nigeria, they talking like this. And I'm not saying every country, but I'm just saying, as men, you gotta be sharp. You gotta be on point. We gotta become the best we can be. We gotta get it all together, man. We gotta be straight. You gotta be sharp. You can't get comfortable. Can't close your eyes. You have to pay attention and watch. Everybody around you, your family, your friends, the women, all of it. You know, you got to think, we live in a time now, these girls know to come around and act like they feminine, cooperative, and they'll play the role with a hidden agenda. Look what happened to Tyrese, where he said that woman is coming around acting like she was a simple female. Then all of a sudden, once she got the kid in the marriage, then her true color started showing. You have to be very careful. Some of these women know how to play the game very well. They predators. They will prey on you if you don't know. Keep your eyes open, y'all. And remember, put yourself first. I'm going to repeat the other part. You heard at the beginning of the first podcast what that girl said. Pretty much was like, yeah, I would want to, but I would want to be with the guy and prioritize the man, but I got to put me first. I got this money, I got this power. I just can't give it up for a man. I must stay on top. Men are just ladders. We use them to climb. Without money, they're useless. A lot of girls think like that, man. Just make sure you ain't getting the one to do. But listen, y'all, that's all I got to say about this video. But before I get out of here, let's be on our purpose. Remember that purpose comes first. Let's be on our grind. Get to this money. Let's get the money on point. Make sure our money on point. Get our body on point. Make sure that body on point. Got to be in shape. Build confidence, character, discipline. Develop them social skills. Learn how to articulate ourselves. And last but not least, get you a passport and travel to a destination of your liking after you got to prove a concept with somebody who know what they're talking about, who got the receipts. Because I'm telling you, once you see it, you can't unsee it. That abundance mindset will open you up like Vicks Vapor Rub. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell another friend. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.
Yeah, got the streets on fire, feel the heat, the Wayne Wade. Ain't never had no handouts, put in work, I'm self-made. Superhero strength, I got the power, Luke Cage.